Hello everyone, I am Madan Mohan. In this video, I am going to show you how can we create a menu on a WordPress website and how to add pages, posts or categories to it and how to display it on the website.
Once after creating a page, you cannot expect that page will directly display here. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to make sure links has to be added on the top. Then only user can understand, okay, this page is available on this website. You need to make sure links has to be added here. We call it as a menu. Whatever you want to give access to your users, those has to be added here on the top. I'll show you now how to create a menu. For that, let's go to the dashboard. See, on the dashboard, under appearance, we have menu section. So just click on menus. This is how it will be. No menus are available at this moment. You should suppose to create a menu. It is asking us to name it. Just give any name that you want. This name has nothing to do with the display part. Whatever you have written here, it won't be displayed in the menu. The name is just for our understanding sake. Just provide a meaningful name. I'm giving it as a main menu or a top menu you can provide. Just because once you come back whenever in the later days, if you want to edit it, if you read the name, you should understand, okay, this menu is a top menu or a main menu. Why? Because at the bottom also in the footer also we'll be adding menus. So whenever we have created multiple menus, the next time when you want to edit something, should understand, okay, this menu is this and this is for this. That is the reason, make sure you provide a meaningful name to this and click on create menu. Now menu has been created. It is asking us to add the elements, items. It is saying items in a sense, links. What links you want to add it to the menu. Now if you observe on the left side, we have a pages tab. Under this pages tab, you will get all the list of pages which are available in this installation or in this website. At this moment, I have only one page. That is the reason it is showing one page. So I want to add this home. Just check this and click on add to menu. Okay. Now this menu, I have added this home page to the menu. Next thing that you need to do is under menu settings, you have display location. This display location is, this is a place where you should decide where this, now you just created a menu and added a link to it. After that, you should decide where this menu has to be displayed on the website. And if you observe this display locations, you might have different names at your end. These names will vary based on the theme that you choose. You might have seen top menu, footer menu 1, footer menu 2. Multiple menus might be there. There might be more menus with different names. But primary menu or top menu, that indicates this, the main menu of your website, this one. That is the reason you need to pick. I want to put it as a primary menu, save menu. If you do this, you can observe now home will get added here. Anyway, previous also the home is getting added. Reason for this is, if you observe, there is no menu before. Just now I have created a menu. In Astra, the theme that I am using is Astra. So in Astra theme, if you are using Astra theme and you haven't created any menu, what happens is, whatever the page that you have created in the dashboard, that page will directly get added into the menu. Why? Because you didn't choose any menu yet. But it won't happen for every theme. If it is other theme, if you are using any basic themes like 2019, 2020, what happens is, if you didn't pick any theme, it will be empty. No links will be displayed on the top. So you should suppose to create a menu, add the links manually, what links you want to put it, and choose the location as a primary menu or a top menu. Then only this menu will start appearing here. Okay. Now if you click on this, it will take you to the home page. Okay. So this is how you can add a menu, add a link to a menu. Okay. First thing is, you need to create a page based on your requirement. Once it is done, make sure you add it to a menu. Then only it will be available here so that people will click on it and they will access pages. Not just home, about, contact, everything you just create it there. Then if you go to menu section along with home, the rest of the pages also will be displayed. If you create the pages, those pages will be displayed here. Simply choose those things and click on add to menu so that those things will get added here. Okay, let me quickly add one more page just to show you. We have only one page now on the name of home. I'm creating one more so that you can see other page also will be displayed in the list. Page has been created. Let's go back to appearance and menus. Now see this. Test also got added. Why? Because I just created one more. Choose this, click on add to menu and save. Once it got saved, go here, refresh. Now, just because you are in the home, it is in this color. If you click on test, you will navigate to test. Just because you are just seeing title, why? Because I didn't add any content into this page. I just created an empty page. Now, what if you want to change the positions? If you want to interchange the position, I want test should be in the first place and home should be in the second place. On that case, you just drag and drop. Just drag this to the bottom and save. Now you can refresh and see. Test is in the first place. There are few other cases like if you hover on any element, drop down menus will appear. We call it as a drop down menu. Links will appear just below this link. So if you want to get the drop down menu, what you need to do is whatever the links that you want to, let's say I want to add a drop down to test. Simply drag this to the right side. Now it indicates home is under test. Let me save menu so that you can see. Now home will get disappeared from the primary menu and there is a arrow mark. It indicates you can hover and see. Okay. If you added more, you can even understand better. Let me take it to the right. Like this, you might see it right. Drop down menus will be there in the websites. Now you can see all the three under it. This is a drop down menu. Like this, you can create, add it to the menu, interchange the positions, and you can even create these drop down menus as well, simply with a drag and drop. Okay, this is how you can create a menu. Now, so far we have discussed about a page. We have one more option here called posts. What is the difference between a page and a post? Simply, a post is something that we use only when we want to add articles onto the website, blog articles. If you write an article and publish it, those articles will go into the posts. Only blog articles should be created as posts. Other than blog articles, rest of the pages has to be created under pages. In post, if you observe, we have categories. That is, those categories are not available in pages. Okay, so these categories can help us to segregate concepts based on categories. Let's say on your website, you'll be talking about multiple concepts. Digital marketing, website development, for example, and you wanna write articles on both digital marketing and website development as well. Okay, now while you are writing an article like this, what is digital marketing? Then this is all about digital marketing. You will create one category on the name of digital marketing and you will pick this, you will assign this post under digital marketing category. Same way in the next day, if you start writing what is WordPress and how can we create a website in WordPress, we'll create one more category on the name of website development and we assign that particular post under website development. Why we need to do this? Can't we directly merge posts without categories? In a sense, we can do it. There is no problem at all. But only thing is, from user's point of view, someone opens your website, if you merge all the articles in single page without categorizing it. So for each and every category, we have different set of audience. people who are looking for digital marketing might not be interested in website development. People who are looking for website development might not be interested in digital marketing. Or there are people who are interested in both also. But to make it easy for users to access what they actually want, just categorize the post on your website. If you categorize digital marketing, website development, or other things like this, if you open my website, you can see that see it how we can actually use categories. If you click on digital marketing, if you observe on home page, all the posts are coming right. It is about WordPress, hosting for WordPress. It is about digital marketing, and this is about YouTube, comes under digital marketing only. This is again different story. This is about JavaScript, that means website development basics. This is about Angular, again website development. So on the on the home page, I just started displaying all the posts, but right on the top you have an option. User has an option to go with what he requires. If you people came to my website and you are just focused on digital marketing, just click on it, so that you only see posts which are related to digital marketing. I have only 2 posts under digital marketing. How to add FAQ schema markup, 15 steps to grow your YouTube channel. So what happens? You need not worry about Angular, JavaScript, WordPress, other things. Your focus is about digital marketing. You can see what posts are available. If you think really these things will help you, click on it, read through it, and close it, so that it will be easy for users if you categorize like this. Okay, now I'll show you how to create a category. By default, if you didn't create any category, by default WordPress will give you one category called uncategorized. So I just created post, but I didn't create category. That is the reason these posts are going under uncategorized. Okay, let me show you how to create a category in case if you want to create one. Go here, click on categories. Now you can see uncategorized and the count is 2. It indicates we have a category called uncategorized. Under that we have 2 posts. If you want to create new one, on the left side you start entering the details here. What's the name of the category that you want to create? Let's say digital marketing. Why? Because I have created one post. What is digital marketing? Let's say digital marketing is something that I want to create. This is the name of the category. What is mean by slug? See, this slug is nothing but, let me open Notepad. See, when you are talking about a URL of a website, a URL is combination of domain name plus slug. You know what is mean by domain name? I'll write an example below so that you can easily understand. Domain name, in my case, madantutorials.com. It's a domain name. Now, slug is nothing but, let's say you click on about section of my website or contact section of my website. Once you click on contact, you will navigate to contact page. If you observe the URL in contact page, it looks like this. Right? So if you are in the contact page, it looks like this. Now, if you click on about page, once you navigate to about page, this will remain same. A domain name will remain same, but this part will change. It will change to about. This part is called slug. Whatever the extension that is changing based on the page that you are accessing. Okay, you are creating a category on the name of digital marketing. Then what should be the slug? In a sense, when someone click on digital marketing, what has to be this part? That part will be obviously same. It should be same. Simply copy and paste it. Click on add new category. Now you can see a new category has been created, but the count is still 0. Why? Because you should manually add a post to this category now. Let's go to posts. Right. So I want let this be uncategorized. I want to make sure this should be assigned it into digital marketing. Just hover on the name you will have an option called edit. Don't click on edit with Elementor, just click on edit. It appears like this. On the right side, you will have categories. Just click on this drop down. List of categories will be appeared. Just uncheck this, check this, and update. It got updated. Let's go to the dashboard and see now. Let's go to posts categories. See this? Earlier it was 2 in uncategorized, it was 0. Now I assign one more to this. That is the reason one post is under digital marketing category, one post is under uncategorized. Now, if you are, how can we add this category to the menu? Why? Because you need to make sure it has to be accessible. Just like you are seeing on my website, I put these categories on the top so that people can access it. Let's go to appearance and menus. Here, just like we have added pages, if you scroll down and close this arrow, we have categories as well. Click on it, you will have a list of categories which are available. I want to add both, just click on add to menu. If you want to make sure this should be on the top, click on it. And in case if you want to delete any element from here, let's say, just click on the drop down, you'll have a remove option. Let me remove these things. Why? Because these are duplicates and I want to adjust this back and save changes. Now you have 4 elements in the menu: uncategorized, digital marketing, home, and test. You can see the types here. As it is built using Elementor, it is showing Elementor here. Let's go to the page and refresh. See this: uncategorized, digital marketing, home, and test. Now we are in the home page. That is the reason it is active. It is showing in a different color. Now let me show you the difference. If you click on uncategorized, you will have only one post on the name of Hello World. There is no second post available here. Why? Because this is not under this category. Now if I click on digital marketing, you'll see what is digital marketing only. There is no Hello World here. Like this, you can segregate the posts based on categories and you can add categories onto the menu to make it easy for users to access the content which is available on your website. Right? This is how you can create menus. You can add pages, posts also you can add it, but don't use it, and categories. So far, I have shown you how to add a page or a post which is already created on your website onto the menu. Simply we are choosing it from the list. Why? Because I already created. What if I want to add any custom link? I mean, external link. If you let's say I want to add a link on the top saying that Facebook or YouTube, and when someone click on the YouTube, they have to navigate to my YouTube channel or they have to navigate to the YouTube homepage. How can we do it? In that case, we have custom links option available here. Okay, or else I have a website on the name of Madan Tutorials, and this is a different website. I want to give a link here in the menu. On that case also it helps. Just click on custom links. Here we have two options available. One is an URL, other one is a link text. So this URL is the URL of the page where user has to navigate. I want to navigate user to my home page. That is the reason I'm navigated to home page first, and I am just copying the URL of this page and I'm going back here and pasting the URL. See, you should suppose to paste the URL of the page where user has to navigate when someone click on that link. After pasting this URL, link text is this. What has to be the text that user will see? Like this here, Angular, digital marketing, WordPress. Like this, what user has to see? That one will be the link text. User should see this. Click on add to menu. Now a link got added. Save menu. Click on refresh. You can see this link. When someone click on it, it will navigate to this external website. Okay, like this you can make use of those custom links.